We are pregnant with a new earth. All of us. I have always loved you, in the same way I was connected to my grandmother soul to soul since the day I was born. I've wanted to be close to you, within your atmosphere, looking up toward your skies. I remember first learning about how a chrysalis opens and how xylem goes up and phloem down, sedimentary layers while finding fossils in 18 Mile Creek.
What will we take with us? What will we leave behind? Will we sow the seeds of peace this time?
I remember understanding that whales were endangered and oil spills polluted, and that your ozone was only so thick. I imagined your curves and contours and colors from space, the way your clouds circled the equator and how our electricity must shine through. I remember sitting around the bonfire on Lake Erie, learning that looking to the stars was seeing into the past, that light too had a life, and that together we orbited the sun.
Don't know who I will be when that day arrives. Am I made to be a mother? Will my baby survive? What can we take with us? What do we leave behind? Will we sow the seeds of peace this time?
I dreamed it possible to meet every creature in this whole world, and I set out to try. I first felt one of your fault lines in Santiago and saw the remnants of your mudslides in El Salvador months after Ida swept through. I learned that there was so much more happening out there than I could ever imagine. That just like the two hemispheres of my mind, you had cavernous areas no one would ever visit, new species of phytoplankton that our eyes might never see. I remember realizing that the stories at school weren't all that long ago, and that I still played an integral role in every one. That considering your ever-expanding lifetime, our calendar of now is but a small drip.
Waves from the sidewalks. My brother grabs the knives before he sees the cause. What will we take with us? And what will we leave behind? Will we sow the seeds of peace this time?
Little by little, I came to understand that we had put one another on reservations and sold off your lands as if they could be owned, that we enslaved one another and locked each other up behind barbed wire as if one life mattered more than another. I wondered how a battle could go on over weeks, let alone centuries, how long a grudge could be held, how reparations could ever be paid. How some had always had more than others, that our parties and pipelines and prisons filled to the brim and overflowed with injustices in every direction. I saw sometimes how we surrounded ourselves with walls, while at others we opened gates to forgiveness, built ramps to compassion, and somehow even managed to crack a window for our worst enemy to climb through.
Are you wearing dark glasses? Will you labor in the street? Will you raise your child up by yourself? Anyone be free? Wild raging with the sea, the tides they pull the moon and me. Earthquakes, fire, and
could weep salty tears, and like a pod going to seed, pieces of us were once spread out between our ancestors' bones, ready to speak, smile, and gesture akin to their likeness. That my grandmother's hands, like trees, could also wither and die.
Sow the seeds of peace this time.
Oh, the absolute difficulty and precious simplicity of being alive.
Earth stands at her grave and weeps.
The abundance of resources you offer,
I do not sleep.
and the scarcity of our gratitude and reciprocation toward you.
Tree will fade. Our bodies and leaves. Open the border of your heart. Open the border.
It is impossible to make sense of your beauty, to understand how I came to be one of your brief inhabitants, and if now we are perhaps ready to let one another go.
Of your heart. Open the borders.
After all these eons together, I am only in more awe of you, more wonder, more curiosity, more quiet with less of a need to do and more of a want to listen, to remain calm, to believe in teaching and learning through moments of peace and togetherness. Please let us dwell here a little longer in our relating. I long for us all to hold you the way you have always held us, to feel your health directly as our own, wings along the vertebrae of a soaring hawk, the above and below, the winter and summer of our heart's content, the autumnal east fanning down to the south, Venus drawing me west toward spring, our grandmothers winking gracefully from the north.